Back here in Fort Myers, Red Sox from Fort Myers, presented by Jordan's Furniture, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox, joined by Red Sox second baseman Dustin Pedroia. You're back, you're in uniform, you're hitting balls. How good does it feel to just be working at spring training?
Yeah, it feels great. You know, it's been a long time since I've been able to do that with the guys, so I'm excited and you know, pretty happy to where I'm at right now.
The way last year went, you played, what, 3 games, and you're there with the team at the end, part of the team that wins the World Series. When it was all said and done, duck boats are over, you're back home. How did you sort of put 2018 in perspective? How do you look back at last season?
I mean, I was so excited that we won the World Series. I mean, I care so much about, you know, our organization that, you know, if we didn't do that, it would have been tough for me to deal with, not being able to help on the field. So it was the perfect scenario, you know, and then once I got home, it was, you know, try to game plan of how I'm going to make it back from this and what I need to do going forward to be able to play and finish my career.
Alex said your voice was really important for some of the younger guys going through. You've been through the battles. You've been through playoffs. What was that like? I mean, you almost took on a coaching role. Did it come naturally to you, or is it something you sort of thought about and had to work a little bit at?
No, I mean, I always do stuff like that. You know, the only difference was I could do it more because I wasn't playing, you know. So, you know, I did the same stuff I always would do during the season or in the playoffs, except for just play the games. So, you know, I'm always there for guys in any situation, and, you know, whatever comes up, you know, they know they can come to me. We
had video of you working with Rothfeld Evers over at third base, I think it was in September, and, you know, really getting into it with him and showing some things. He's a guy who, at 21 years old, is going through repetition at the major league level. Yeah. Most guys would be at single A at that point. What's his upside, and how pleased and proud were you of watching him in the playoffs? Because I thought his defense really improved as that postseason went on.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing with him, and I think everyone's trying to tell him, is you're going to make mistakes. Third base is a position where you're going to make a lot of errors. Some of them are on self-defense. You know, the guy hits the ball so hard, you know, you either catch it or you don't. So he needs to understand that the mistakes that you can't make are the routine plays, or plays that if you get lazy and not move your feet and make a bad throw or things like that, those are the ones that you can prevent. And that's all I was telling him. You know, and just him knowing that you're going to make errors. Like someone's going to hit you a ball and you're either going to catch it or it's going to hit you in the knee and you get an error. I mean, it's a position where it's, you know, you have some tough breaks. But using your legs and doing your reps properly, you know, that saves you from the other errors that you shouldn't make.
You've watched this young group come together around you. Like you said earlier today, Xander was here in 13 at the end and there for the World Series, but a lot of this group really came together 14 and after that. Watching Mookie Betts become the MVP, watching Jackie Bradley Jr. hit .304 in September and win a series MVP. I don't want to say a father figure because that's laying it on a bit thick, but what was it like to watch these young guys that you've had such an impact on come into their own?
I'm proud of those guys. I mean, they've all, every one of them has had a different, you know, they have, every one of them had different personalities, different ways that they work, but all of them care, and all of them want to do the right thing in the team concept. So, you know, that's why we're where we are, because of that. And in between there's ups and downs, things like that, and you have to rely on your teammates, and they know that now. So if any one of them is having a problem, they don't need to just go to me, they can go to each other. And that's what, you know, builds a organization that can win for a long period of time, when you have multiple people that have each other's backs. I mean, that's the main thing.
I remember you said after David Ortiz retired in 16, people were talking about leadership. It's your team now. But I remember one of the first things he said is, we've got a group of young guys that are coming into their own. That'll be the leadership group, and that has kind of played out now, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I remember I said that at the time. Everyone thought I wasn't a leader, but everything is a process. You have to, you know, in this sport, there's 25 guys. It's not one guy that can lead a certain group of people. It has to be multiple people. Otherwise, you know, it's not going to be as tight as everyone thinks it is. So, you know, we're fortunate enough right now that what we have, and we've got to keep it rolling.
It's a lineup, too, that's a little bit old school, I guess, right? We're in an era of launch angle, kind of the all-or-nothing outcome. But you had a lot of guys who didn't strike out a lot. How impressive is that? I mean, everybody talked about the Yankees, and there's probably more power in that lineup, maybe. But by and large, this is 1 through 9, a tough lineup to pitch
Yeah,
to.
I mean, there's tons of different ways to score, and not one way works. So, you know, however your team is built, you know, you gotta perform the best of your ability together. And you know, we have a lineup and that up and down can beat you in 10 different ways. So, you know, that's going to help us when we're not hitting home runs or things like that. So, you know, we got a good group.
Alex Cora's been a major league manager for 1 year. I saw at least one list of the best managers in baseball. He was number 1. So that didn't take long for him. You've known him better and longer than most of us. Any surprises at all that he was able to put together so quickly, the communication with the guys and just what this team needed to excel?
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, I just from over the years getting to know, you know, just how certain personalities. I mean, Alex can be, you know, he understands every single player on our roster, and he can make them feel comfortable at any time. But the thing that separates him is the baseball IQ. You know, when you can latch on to a player and understand what he's going through, and then see the game in a certain way and put that into that player's area to make him better, you know, you can't teach that. You know what I mean? It's special. So, you know, he has that ability, and you know, we're pretty fortunate to have him.